it's YouTube. YouTube's the best.
Yeah,
What's happening?
I ain't even gonna lie, man. YouTube's so much better than Facebook. When it comes to live streaming,
there we go.
when it comes to interacting,
It's loud.
I ain't got the. I'm loud enough to back up.
You loud.
Are you on YouTube?
No, I'm on
Facebook?
Facebook, and I ain't
Just,
got.
just now started it.
Oh, okay.
You said it, yeah.
There we go. I'm on.
And we are live, ladies and gentlemen.
Ow.
Come on now.
ETP number 30, Battle of the Sexes. I'm sorry, guys, we can't turn your volumes down. I mean, we don't have to have these. You don't have to wear the headphones just as long as everybody can hear.
I like the headphones.
Okay.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Made me feel like a professional.
Sorry to say, but we can't turn you guys' volume down. You're on the main feed. I got to get a couple more cables so I can hook it.
I know you're fine. I'm just saying y'all's loud.
Sorry. It's going to get...
Play our
It's
shit.
going to get loud.
That's what I'm saying.
I forgot all about that.
It's the intro.
The intro.
I'm
Let
about
me hook to Bluetooth.
I'm about to get y'all. I'm about to get some women's opinions.
Power on.
Some some women
Like what?
issues and probably go into relationships. If y'all don't mind relationships and
Oh,
things we've learned. And
Are we going to sit here and talk and bullshit like we've been doing for the past
it's gonna
40
be
minutes?
deep. Getting some deep shit.
yeah, we're gonna get some deep shit, man. We
I need
gotta,
my waders on.
Oh, I got
you know
some
what I'm
in there
saying?
if you need them.
This for the adult audience right here.
The adult audience, he said.
The adult audience.
Where are you at? There you are.
Fuck shit, damn hell. Let me get it out. There we go.
Alright.
You hear my bass line? Change Real Nation, shout out. We appreciate the music, brother. Welcome to the Entertainment Project, ETP Live. Mr. Tumbler, AR, Mrs. Tumbler, Mrs. AR. We're here with Battle of the Sexes, and we're about to make it live for y'all.
Happy Memorial Day.
Happy Memorial Day. All the troops, it's y'all day. All the fallen soldiers, all the fallen warriors. It's about y'all got it. You don't gotta stand. You don't gotta salute my anthem or my flag, but you damn well better respect it.
Damn it.
Amen.
You know I like to threaten people on the podcast.
Yeah.
Beat your goddamn ass.
Fuck up, I'll beat you.
Well, shit, let's get right into it.
This episode of the podcast is sponsored by CCS Motorsports for all your on-road and off-road needs.
If you can dream it, we can build it. Make it happen. You want to go with DWS, some photographs? You want to shout out some DWS?
This episode of the podcast is also sponsored by DWC Photography. Check them out on Instagram. Check them out on Facebook at the Nissan or DWC Photography page. You're correct.
And,
Yes.
And they can take a picture of you and make it so you can blow it up to like poster size, and it's still HD. I've seen that personally.
Like
It's dope.
that.
Yeah, yeah, like
Yeah.
that one.
I like that one.
Like that one, poster size. Y'all ready to get right into it? I'm ready.
Yeah, we've already
What
got
do we
one.
We're already into it, bro.
Bevins is watching, so we're just gonna tell her hello, Bevins,
Hello, Bevins.
Hello, Bevins.
And Tristan.
and Tristan.
I don't see that. I just.
Oh,
We want
okay.
to go with the.
Alright, so now you guys got a super soldier on your side. You got Bevins all the way on the west coast.
Yeah.
She's like,
Come on,
"What's up,
Bevins, you got her
ladies?"
back.
Bevins, you ready for me to explain some shit to you?
Oh, she gonna explain some shit to
Yeah,
you.
she about to go hard on me right
Yep.
You probably don't want to get in an argument with Bevins.
No.
I'm good. I'm
It
good
doesn't,
with
it
that.
doesn't work out very often.
Arguments never work out for me.
No. Especially with a woman.
Yeah, and no, anybody.
yeah.
I'm terrible at arguing.
Oh, really? You're just like, I don't want to do it.
No, I like to do it because practice
It's
makes
fun,
perfect.
yeah.
Practice makes perfect, and maybe I'll get better.
Maybe.
Y'all want to start with current or with the hot current event, hot topic, the whole abortion thing in Alabama or what?
I didn't even hear about that.
All right, we talked about it last week. I put y'all on game. Alabama has made abortion completely illegal, punishable by 99 years in prison. For the doctor, for the patient, and if you are an Alabama resident and go to a state where it's legal and come back to Alabama, they saying that, yeah, we about to
Wow.
we prosecuting that ass.
Well, you shouldn't kill babies. Period. I guess.
Oh, well, wrong with
period.
the whole women's
But
right?
however, in Alabama, roller coaster stock has gone through the roof.
That's stupid.
No seatbelts. No seatbelts. Oh, well, let's get opinions all the way around the table. Starting with roller coaster stock man here. So what's up? So what? You down with it? The women got the right to choose what's going on with their body, or is it the baby's right to live? What's up?
Okay, if a woman gets raped and she can't have an abortion, then
Adopt.
no. Well, yeah, you can adopt too, but then she should be able to do whatever she wants to the person that raped her, legally, 100%.
Okay.
Torture them, cut their dick off, do whatever.
Hold on. Is that without help or what?
No, they basically tie
With
him
help.
up and.
Nah, that's not fair.
Yeah, it's definitely fair because he raped her.
Yeah,
And she
I feel
can't
what
get
you-
rid of the baby.
I feel what
is
you're
illegal
saying.
for her to get.
I feel what you're saying, but I'm saying you can't like tie him up and put him in a helpless situation.
Well, she was helpless when he was raping her.
Well, you know what I'm saying? But not if she had a gun, she wouldn't. But I'm saying like let him
obviously,
have,
he
sword
succeeded.
Combat. Give him sword combat.
Fuck
If
'em.
she's a better swordswoman than he is a swordsman, she'll fuck him up. One stroke.
No, fuck him.
Cut his face off. Boom.
Yeah.
You ever seen somebody's face get cut off? Not the whole head.
Give
just
her
the
a
face.
sword and handcuff him.
Nah,
He can still run.
one-sided.
He can still run.
Not if you handcuff him. All right. So brutality from this guy. What you got?
What do you mean? What I got?
I mean, like, what's your opinion on that? I mean, like, is Alabama justified in trying to or justified in what a lot of people feel is tread on women's right to their own body, or are they saving babies?
No, I think there's so many different areas that's saying, oh, well, you can't do this or you can do this. It's fine up till the baby is still basically
Pre-embryo.
you're birthing this child out.
Right.
And they're saying that they could still go in there, you tack onto their head, and you break their spinal cord. You're killing that child. That's how they do it. I mean, if you want to watch a video,
I don't watch a video.
Yeah, we
I
watched
mean,
a movie on that, didn't we?
yeah, it is sick.
You, I am not interested in
It
the
is
video.
sick what they do to these babies.
There was an abortion doctor, and this is a true story, that was actually aborting children after 6 months.
What?
Yeah, like they were live fetuses. Some of them even cried when they pulled them out.
And he was keeping them
killed 'em.
in jars. Keeping them.
I think
Yeah.
I seen.
It's
I
not.
seen something on that.
It's a movie, but it's
They made
real.
a movie out of
No,
it.
I seen like some kind of article. You know, I'm an avid Facebook watcher. Facebook, beef up your live stream shit. But other than that, I'm an avid Facebook watcher. I communicate with friends, and we come into lots of discussions. But yeah, so you are what they call pro-life. Pro-life.
Yep,
All the way.
all the way.
All right, so in other words, don't be having babies. Don't be laying down to have babies if you ain't ready to have babies.
There you go.
But
Well,
what
what if
about
you were to get raped?
victims? Yeah, victims.
If I was to
Incest or rape.
personally, only because I know someone that has personally been through it,
Yeah,
and they've had a son out of it personally,
right.
and that child is the best kid that I've ever met in my world. Well, not in the whole world, but he's sweet, he's
really
kind, he's a really good child, and he didn't do anything to deserve what happened to her. But she was like, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna step up. I'm gonna be a woman, and I'm gonna take care of this child.
Facts.
And she is an awesome mom. There ain't nothing wrong with this boy, and another man come in her life while she was pregnant, and he stepped up, and he's the dad. Like, there's so many opportunities.
And even if that's not the case, then like you said, like it's totally legal to knock on a fire station's
drop a baby
door
off
Right.
at any
and drop the
fire
baby. That's totally legal. They won't even prosecute you for that.
Right.
Even
I mean,
if they see you running away.
there's so many women, though, that's out there that's struggling with fertility, struggling with wanting to have a baby, and
Facts.
they can't.
Facts.
So, there's ways, there is plenty of people that would take a child, regardless of how that child was conceived and delivered into this world. They'll take babies that's on crack, heroin, whatever. These ladies will sit up every single night with this child and have to give it, you have to give them more of the drug or an antidote so that they can calm down.
Like a tighter swaddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why God made women. Plain and simple.
Can't argue. Well, can't argue. You can, but you know what I'm saying? It sound foolish to argue with that.
You're the one that came up with the topic, man. We talked about this last week. Come on, bro.
But
He wanted the women's
only
part.
got man perspective.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
The woman's point of view.
Mrs. AR, talk to me. What's your perspective on that?
Me personally, I think if they do get raped, they should have, or either if they get raped or it's like
Incest?
They should have the right to
incest,
choose.
They should have a right to choose, because if a woman does decide to keep the baby, not all women are the same. That woman can look at the baby even when she has it and constantly remind her, "Hey, I got raped.
Right.
You're the reason why I'm here."
Yeah.
I think when it comes to incest or rape, you should have a choice to abort the baby. Any other choice, me personally, you're a grown ass woman. You lay down, spread your legs. You're gonna be a grown ass woman to have the baby. Even if you had a one night stand, you should have been played it safe. You should have been about control, whatever. But don't abort a baby because you went and had a wild night at the club and got pregnant. It's not that baby's fault.
Yeah.
Be woman enough and raise it. If you don't want it, have it. Put it up for adoption.
You can tell a lot about a woman by her feet.
Crap.
Go ahead. I know you're going.
If they're behind her ears, that means she really likes you.
That was some Facebook shit.
Don't make it no less funny.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go ahead and...
Wait, but
I'm going to play devil's advocate.
can I ask you something, though?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Like,
No, you can't switch sides.
I got to.
No.
If we all disagree, it ain't no
No.
fun.
Everybody
Okay.
agrees.
No. I'm not going to
with that Alabama law, or is it anything about the Plan B? Like, you get raped.
Plan B only works 2 days afterwards.
3 days.
3
72
days.
hours.
Yeah, 72 hours.
I know. You get raped. You're not gonna. Well, some women may not tell.
Well, they kind of... Well, think about it. Like, the trauma of being taken advantage of, you're not really...
It's embarrassing.
And you're not thinking. You know what I mean? You're not like, oh, well, I could be pregnant. I need to do this.
Yeah.
You're in shock. You're victimized. And you're trying to discover yourself again. And
But I'm
take
saying...
your power back.
I'm saying in that area, if you are raped, and do they still offer Plan B in Alabama?
I'm pretty sure that none of the preventative measures have been taken away. It's just the act of aborting.
Okay.
But I did read it on Facebook.
So they abolished
I forgot
the
where it was from.
essentially.
The men are actually, I forgot, it was a priest or something. I read it on Facebook where they're trying to pass a law. I forgot where it was, that men should have the choice if the woman aborts the baby or not.
Yeah,
Now, I did see that on Facebook.
Let me go in on this. I'm about to play devil's advocate
and
real hard right now.
Remember,
good.
there's one on Facebook that he raped the girl. The kid is like 4.
No,
He got out of jail.
We can't take Facebook for like fact.
Wait, no, this is a fact.
Okay.
Look it up. He wants joint custody of this kid.
What?
And he just got out of jail for raping her.
He's a sociopath.
It's like,
He's a
Or
psychopath.
that
Are
it
you
was
insane?
that it was statutory rape.
No, he's a sociopath. It's like that's complete complete bullshit to try to that's to
Yeah.
fuck with her.
yeah.
That is
Yeah.
that has to be to fuck with her to come to
He's
be able
doing
to come
that to fuck
around.
with her.
He shouldn't even be allowed to be within so many feet of her.
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, she ain't got no brothers, no dad, no cousins. Beat the shit out of this dude.
He needs
Hey
it.
man, this dude raped me, and he's trying to come and take Jordan and tell him to come over, invite him over to the house. I'm right there.
I'm gonna
Yep.
cook supper.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. Yeah, I lift that dude to Baptist in
Yep.
North Carolina. I guarantee you, I'll fuck that dude up. But
You better take him to Charlotte.
I'll serve him a
I'm
5-piece.
trying to tell you, ain't no biscuit.
Just take him on to Davis Hospital.
But
They'll let him die.
I'm gonna go ahead and play devil's advocate, like I like to do. Well, I think that not really, but I think that Alabama is taking the right of women's body. It's like trying to control women in just another form. Like they have their body. They have the choice to do what they want with the body. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Even if they were not taken advantage of, I mean, like there's preventative measures, and all of them say it's not 100%. If you're not ready in your middle of a career or career advancement, or you're trying to, or you got a life plan that you want to stick close to, like a grand scheme, then like, and the baby's not fitting, and you feel like you're not ready to take care of a baby, like, you don't want to ruin your body that way. I mean, like there's irreversible things that happens to a body when they're pregnant.
Sometimes.
Not all the time. And
I've seen women that have had babies. You can't
we
even
ain't,
tell they
we
had a
ain't
baby.
talking about the physical. We talking about irreversible things that happen, like emotionally and psychologically, so forth and so on. There's
Yeah, but in some
irreversible things
instances,
that
it can
happen.
make them a better person. Have
But
them
in
grow up, help
in
them be more responsible.
In some instances, it don't. It make them more irresponsible.
Yeah. Okay, well, I have a question for
weight.
you. Because last podcast, you're
I'm devil's advocate.
You're a devil's advocate,
Yeah.
and you said, I'm going to say this. I don't really believe it, but I'm going to say it. And it was the exact opposite of what you said this time. And this time you said, I'm going to say this. I don't really believe it.
No, I
So
said
what
I'm
is your
playing
stance?
I'm playing devil's advocate. I didn't say I didn't believe it. I said I'm playing devil's advocate.
Yes, you did.
That's way different.
I'll rewind the tape.
Yeah, go ahead. No. Listen, we ain't got tape. This is live.
And it's being recorded.
Yeah, play it back. Play it back. But so it's his women's body, man. Like, you can't just like take the right from somebody just because you believe. It's like imposing your will on another person. If I think this and I think this is right, I think one way, so that's the way it is, no matter what you think, even though it's got to do with your body.
Yeah, I'm on your side. I think it's pro-choice. But that's...
You feel
I
what I'm
think...
saying?
I'm not a woman, so I can't tell a woman what to do with her body.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
And
saying? I have no
how is 13
dog in the fight.
How is 13 dudes gonna say, well, women can have abortion? Hey, chick, sign this, and now they can't. You feel what I'm saying? I think it's just a
Bring it up. Bring it up.
Form of control.
Bring it up on your phone,
What?
because I don't have my phone. I want to read about it.
And it's a long article.
Like, I want to know the facts more,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it doesn't make sense.
Just go to the internet and look up and do your thing. In the meantime, want to know what you think. Like, any questions? Got any questions from the or any comments from?
like, this is Handmaid's Tale shit starting in America. Oh, Handmaids. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Handmaids, like, they're trying to have absolute control over women.
Right.
Like they did it back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I wouldn't go that far. But
Well, I'm
I
not saying like back. I'm not saying.
Yeah, I know
like
what you're saying,
back,
but
back.
I'm responding. I wouldn't go that far as to saying they're trying to just revert them back to the 50s, you know.
Well, we'll put it like
Kitchen
this.
or the
Every time
bedroom.
a guy busts a load in the toilet, he's essentially possibly aborting a baby.
Yeah. Every time you fap, it's an abortion.
I mean, so
thousands of babies.
What's the
Here we
bit of
go
law
with
that you
fapping
could do
again.
that? Every man in the world would be in jail instantly.
Yeah.
They'd just be lining them up.
For 100 years, bro.
Line them up.
Y'all and fapping.
But then again, like y'all said, like it was mentioned earlier before, like
I could see it.
if it was consensual, and the guy you were with wanted a child, then like if you was with him enough, if you were with him, you know, say you with him, you're gonna lay down with him and it's all consensual and everything's straight, and he like, yeah, you pregnant? Oh, great, let's have this baby, and you like, no. You know what I'm saying? Do he not got a dog in the fight? Can he just like? Because not only are you like killing his baby,
obviously, him and her
yeah.
are not meant to be because he wants kids. She doesn't want kids, and if she were able to do something like that, then he'd be like, okay, I guess I don't have to live with this fucking sociopath for the rest of my life.
Yeah, but he's considered.
No,
but what about he's considered a child? Then what about that? Like,
that's when you go upside her head. That's when you just pop the bitch upside her head.
Don't you have?
That's when you just go pop.
how come we violent? Why are we so violent together?
Tyra,
That's
let
why
her
we
sit there
married
for.
10 plus
Yeah,
years.
He's like, bitch, we're moving to Oklahoma.
Don't they
Get your ass
have
in the truck.
where if she
Get
goes
your
to
ass
have
in
the
truck right
abortion,
now.
he has to sign the paper?
There you go.
So what?
They do. I think
Yeah.
that is. When
They
she
have-
goes to have abortion.
They have to be consent. Both of them
Oh,
have
but
to
both the guy
agree.
and the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if you're at a club and a girl gets pregnant and then she gets knocked up, never sees the guy again?
One
she
night
just gets-
stand? Yeah.
Yeah.
That goes
Still-
back to what I said. You're woman enough to lay down and spread your legs. You're woman
Yeah.
enough to have the
Oh,
baby.
but what I'm saying is say they were taking all the precautionary measures, but he was wearing a condom.
just
She was on
failed.
birth control. Something failed.
It
doesn't
just
matter. You
Well,
was you
and
was still. It was not rape
My
or it's
my
not
whole question
incest.
behind it was more of, but she can't find the guy. How can she get him to sign the paper? I guess is what I'm asking.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. Like in
Well,
that
that's different, but she
circumstance,
shouldn't want to abort
And
it, though.
no, she ain't talking about abortion. He ain't talking about
saying
abortion.
abort it. I'm just saying.
He talking about like how
during
you
that
how the
circumstance.
paperwork that you got to get two people to sign it.
Yeah.
If you don't know who the guy is, or just some one night stand, like, do you still need two people? Or?
It's called not Jerry Springer, Mari.
Yeah, but if,
Or Steve.
DNA
so you go to
test.
Charlotte, man. People come from Greensboro, States.
I mean, but could you imagine like
what I'm
West
saying?
Virginia's like guys can't jerk off anymore,
Oh man,
Tony, seriously.
lock me up.
and sheep stock would go
Lock-
to the roof.
Why people buying up so many sheep?
Can't jerk off anymore.
Hey, Becky.
We got questions or what?
No, you got Aunt Becky and Uncle Roger watching.
What's up, Beck?
Hey,
They're my peoples right there. I love those folks. But shoot, so we got pro-choice, pro-life, and pro-choice.
I'm pro-choice,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm pro-choice myself.
but
It's
I'm not.
always
Like
gonna
that's
be
my
I'm
actual.
not a woman. So
That's
I
my
can't-
actual stand. Like,
I have no dog in the fight.
right.
Period.
But regardless of what
I'm
we talk
pro-choice
about,
because I'm pro-choice because I don't feel like you need to control nobody. You feel what I'm saying? You do what you want. This is America. This is the land of the free, home of the brave, and the free part is choice. That is freedom.
Okay, put it like this. Say, if you and I, or y'all two were pregnant,
Right.
found out we're gonna have a baby,
Right.
and Misty all of a sudden said, I'm not ready. I don't wanna do this.
Right.
Like,
I'm like, yeah,
how
let's-
would you feel?
I would feel like, what the fuck's your problem?
Slap her upside the head.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah.
I'm not saying that y'all are going to do this.
Yeah, I'm
by
just
no
saying.
means.
I know what
so
you mean. I know what
please
you mean.
don't get me wrong.
Complete hypothetical.
Okay, yeah, hypothetical question. Like, cause if I was to get pregnant and he was against it, I would like get your shit and get out.
God damn.
so to answer your question about me and him, there would be no. Misty, you're not
that
having
wasn't a question.
Right.
She was talking
Oh
about.
no, Aunt Becky would call me.
She talking about hypothetically speaking.
Yeah.
If
No.
somebody was
Yeah.
against it, like,
Or if I was against it and he would tell me the same thing. No, you're gonna have this baby,
and then
and if
afterwards
you can get the heck out
you can go.
because like
Facts.
that's your flesh, that's your blood, that's your
I feel what you're saying.
like. There's so many emotional ties. It's not just that it's that person that did that to them. It's not just their blood.
Right.
It's half, but it's also half your heart, half your blood, half your everything.
Right. Right. But I just don't see it to where I think that law should intervene with personal choice because that's what America's all about. We fucking fought England for that shit. We're like, hey, we don't want to fucking live by your rules. We want to be free.
Cameron might be like,
We want to choose, and that's the
But
whole foundation
sometimes-
of the country.
sometimes this country is way out helter skelter, choosing different things. Like, there should be not like, hey, you're gonna have to do this. You're gonna have to kill your baby, or you are not gonna do this. That's almost part of a religion
Right.
type.
And we already got separation of church and state. So just because God meant to have a baby, which I believe in God too, but it's separation of church and state, bro. It's not supposed to influence that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, religion
It's
can't
not-
be the law.
Yeah,
Period.
religion.
I mean, it has to be. It can be a self-law
Like
to
that.
you,
I got you.
but I know I already turned it back on.
Oh,
Yeah, it come back. It's just delay.
all right. But yeah, the religion is separate. You
Right.
we live in the country, and then you believe what you believe, and that's two separate things. And that's the way it should be.
Missy over here
Because
snoring.
we have historical references where churches and stuff done took over, and the church had an army.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, realistically, it's crazy to
Well-
even think about all this crap.
Well, the Bible was written when the church was the law, was
Yeah.
the government.
Yeah.
So what better way to be like, I want you all to follow me, and if you don't follow me, then God's
You-
going to kill you.
and even on that, if you're not, you're breaking the law.
Yeah.
Law of the land. That shit's crazy, man. But then again, like, we got our stance. Pro-choice.
I'm pro-choice.
Pro-choice.
I'm pro-life.
and the two ladies are pro-life.
Which
is weird. Like a lot of friends that are women on Facebook of mine was just like pro-choice. It was like you can't control women's
Well,
bodies.
but see, you guys
Because
can
they
be
ain't
pro.
got common sense.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys
I
can be
wouldn't say that.
pro-life,
I
but
just-
what if there was a woman that just didn't want to have it? Are you gonna say no? You have to have the baby.
Did she have? Yeah. Are you?
She has a choice
I mean, it's all
within
set of-
24 freaking hours to take her ass and go
Well,
get
it's all
Plan
set
B.
it's all a set of.
She
opinion,
also
though.
has a choice to get her ass on birth control. That is mainly free to
Yeah, but we
80% of the
we sa-
community.
yeah, but we saying that like they took these, like hypothetically speaking, they took these precautions and they just
it failed.
failed.
Well, just like Mrs.
Plan
Summer
B.
said, you
I mean,
got
what if a woman has a
24
choice between
hours.
having a baby or dying?
You have
That
And she gets pregnant during it and doesn't find out. Doctor's like, if you have that baby, you will die.
Yeah, you can't survive the birth.
then that's
Okay.
a different
Yeah, I mean,
situation.
how
you're
did-
not God. You don't know. The doctor doesn't know. Just like
you can't go there. Separation of church and
no,
state.
just like they told my sister. They won't bring this shit up, but here we go.
Don't
no,
do personal
it's
people.
not bad.
Don't do personal people.
No, they told my sister she needed to abort her baby, that he would not be right, and they
I know what nephew you're talking about.
You might want to call her and see if she wants to
no.
talk about.
I've got.
I'm not gonna say the doctor was
Okay.
wrong, but
And I'm just like, shut up.
just joking. I love my
And
nephews.
and like if she would have listened and aborted him, he is like the craziest nut. Like he is a trip. Like we would have missed out on that part.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you don't know.
Yeah, but
I
that's all.
completely understand.
I'm
what
just
you're
talking
saying.
about like the pure choice of it. If a woman wants to do what she wants to do, let her do it. And the only reason I say something like that is I don't have a dog in a fight. I'm not a woman.
I disagree.
I
with
can't
that part.
speak for women.
I won't say I'm speaking for women, but you know, I just believe that on the basis that America is all about choice, and that's what makes us. That's part of what makes us great. Then I think we should maintain that part of our liberty. That's just it.
Okay.
As
Well,
far as I
about
go.
about y'all having a choice in the.
You have the choice. You have the choice. If you want to abort and you can afford it, by all means, do what you got to do.
I don't like you right now.
We needed to. We're going to the
Well, that's why
courthouse
this is
today
called
to get
Battle of the
divorced.
Sexes.
I love you guys
Anthony's
anyway.
gonna get thumped upside the head later tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm getting beat up. Like I don't care.
He ain't getting none for 3 days.
Hey, when I come on the podcast next week and got the dark glasses on,
You know
you
what?
mind your
He's
goddamn
wearing the
business.
shithead mask.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm wearing the
Anthony,
shit
go
on.
ahead and put that shit
I
back.
love this. Hey, nah, I'm not a shithead. I believe. I put it on when I say something shitheady.
Oh, jeez.
But like Denise says, if you do go have that one night stand, even if and you do take precautions and you do end up pregnant, you have 24 hours to make that choice.
Yeah, but how you not? It ain't like you just feel. Oh,
No,
I'm
actually,
pregnant.
women's
You know what I mean?
actually women's body,
You know.
you can tell.
But everybody don't know though.
But if you have a one night stand and say that y'all would use the rubber, and the condom broke, they have 24 hours
No,
to
no.
go take the pill. Regardless, if it was a stranger, you have 24 hours to take that pill.
But we
Explain
talk-
to him what Plan B does.
But
Plan
we talk-
B
but we
kills
ta-
the semen. It stops you from getting pregnant
But we
without.
talking about the whole, you know, the condom didn't break, your own birth control, you might have an IUD, the whole nine. You took all of the precautions, but all of them, without noticing, just failed. And
I
then
mean,
you're
even if
pregnant.
a guy's been what is it?
Vasectomy.
Where they get vasectomy?
Oh yeah, I know a couple people that's had that done.
Yeah.
They thought their wives cheated on them, and
Yeah.
come find out
My
it just went
cousin-
back together.
My cousin Alicia and Andy.
I know a baby
She's
that's
like, I'm
alive right now
pregnant.
that's
He's like,
vasectomy
dude,
baby.
So do I do.
By who?
And then they come to find out it grew back together.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's 'cause the good Lord up above said, "Let there be more sperm and
But
let
they
us
were
have a
trying to
chat."
stop having babies because they already have like 6 kids. I mean, they knock Andy's just like boom, 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 boom,
She fertile as hell, huh?
boom,
Don't look at her in the eye. Don't look at her in the eye.
Love y'all.
Don't look at her in the eye.
But
man.
regardless, if they took the precautions with the IUD,
The whole nine.
the whole nine,
Yeah.
you don't know if they went to the doctor regularly or every 5 years and got it switched out.
That's irrelevant, though.
But anyway, it doesn't matter if they did do that and it did fall through. Then you know what? To me, it's meant to be for y'all to have. God meant for y'all to have a kid.
I can see that point.
You gotta put
I
that
can
kid in that
definitely-
life for something.
I can definitely see that point, but I still think that they should really be able to choose, make the decision themselves, whether they want to put their body, their mind, their emotion, and their life through that ordeal.
They can, just don't live in Alabama.
But
Facts,
if it,
hard facts, hard
There we go.
facts.
but if it's
See right there, that's solution oriented thinking right there.
but if it's just because everything failed and they got pregnant and then it was like, okay, I don't want it, let's abort it. No, I'm against that, because if you don't want it, go through the pregnancy, go through the 9 months, have it. Because there's a family willing, like Denise said, there's a family willing who can't have kids,
Right.
who struggled,
Right.
that wants kids, that a family would adopt it, would give them the best life they have.
I feel you.
And
And
there's some people who,
push comes to shove, fire department.
Oh
no,
my
you can't do
God.
that.
No, that's
Drop your
legal.
baby off.
That is
You can.
legal.
You
can legally
It's
do that.
legal to
And
drop a baby off in the
It's
fire
not
like
department.
they
random
used
at
to
all.
have little signs outside saying that legally you can drop your child here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just ring the bell.
Ring
like
the
in
bell.
New York,
Something
they
certified abandonment
actually
station.
have it on their door.
Yeah, and it's a little thing. It's warm if it's cold outside
Yeah.
and everything.
Do they take husbands?
They need to.
Hey, you gonna drop me off at the fire department?
Yep.
Just tell me to leave. I don't
Like-
need to get dropped off at the fire department.
Like, please train this one and send him back.
That'd be one
Then
way.
we'll come back all fit.
Yep. Like, damn. Is that my husband? No.
Swinging a hose, just like,
Yeah.
what's
Swing
that?
on, baby oil on my chest. I don't give a fuck. I'm going in.
Oh, God.
But shit, what else going on? I had another topic, but I got so deep into this and I forgot it. And
Yeah, my
should
brain hurts talking
shoulda-
about that topic.
have wrote it down. What is it? I might have to find it again. Let me go through my phone while it's dead air. Listen
Why
to
don't you
this.
just ask the audience if there's something.
there's only
We
three
have
people watching.
three
Hey,
people
Two of them
watching.
was me and Anthony.
Oh.
Yeah, Bevins, give us a topic. There
I
it
think
is. Here,
somebody
I'll come
just-
up with a topic right now.
Oh, my God.
All right.
We
I
got
had something going on. Let me
Topic.
see here.
Why did God create men not to clean anything and pee everywhere?
No topic. Why did God create men to fat and watch porn?
So y'all wouldn't have nothing to do, and so we'll have more incentive to be faithful while you guys don't want to give it to us.
You see how he just pops
Yep.
that way?
I answered 2 questions just like that. Any more questions for me? Cause I'm on a fucking roll.
There's an asteroid. there's an asteroid with its own moon.
I seen
Gonna
that.
go past the
Earth.
Earth tonight.
Are we
Why
gonna
is
be able
your
to,
head
are we
so
gonna be able to
big?
see it?
Kim Kardashian
Why
Because
your head's so
everything-
is
big?
aware of controversy over Psalm's first photo. It was staged, says source.
Man, I have no idea.
Okay, you
Nobody
talk
gives
about
a
some
shit.
stuff
Joe
about
Rogan
Chicago.
discussed Sage Northcutt's recent KO loss. I don't know why they agreed to let him fight that guy.
We need to get Tony off his phone because he's talking
Yeah.
about shit that we don't know.
This is a battle of the sex. We're gonna go with some gender bender shit. Speaking of
Gender bender?
shit.
gender bender shit. Speaking of
Why don't men clean?
why?
Why
Yeah.
doesn't men clean?
Oh, Bevan's got
Hold
some.
on. Bevan says, what does the term through sickness and health and mean to you guys in a marriage?
Was it exactly what it says? Through sickness and through health, you remain together. You remain loyal. You remain you remain everything. I mean, you agreed to be this person's soulmate, yeah, or this person, or never to abandon this person. I'm not gonna abandon you no matter what. That's what it means.
Yep.
It means exactly what it says. I mean, like, it's pretty. To me, it's pretty self-explanatory. And if you're not willing to do that, then you don't jump the broom.
Yeah.
Don't. I mean, like, that's just it. And speaking, and
Or if you're a female, hop on yours and fly the fuck away.
fucking witches. Oh yeah, we're in trouble. You see those looks? We're in trouble.
I was talking about a woman that if you're not ready to get married, like if you get married, then 2 months later you're cheating on your husband.
Yeah, jump on a broom.
Jump
fly
on the
off.
fucking broom and fly the fuck away.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
when
That's
we
you're a
have,
bitch.
all right, y'all been together 10 years, 10
Yeah.
plus.
Yeah.
We've been together almost 11.
Yeah.
So, like,
August.
it's crazy. I mean,
Yeah, she's put up with me for that long.
that's a long time to put up with that.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just picking.
I'm pretty hard to deal with. I'm very demanding sexually, and that's just facts, man.
But no need. I'm Superwoman. I take care of all that.
Oh yeah, she does that. Sometimes I get cussed out for it, and she give me the mean face, but I get it. Yeah, I stay.
Like this.
Yeah. You get done.
You asshole! Ooh. Okay, do it. Hurry up.
How you gonna be on top? Be on top, get done. I'm like, oh, I'm done. And she's like, get off me. I'm like, you on me?
You on me?
Nah, but I
Get out from under me.
Get off from under me, goddamn.
Nah, but I told hubby, death do us part. I'm with him until the day either I die or he dies. There's no one else. My one and only marriage, and that's my husband.
Oh yeah, I'm never getting married again.
That is me.
Well,
and
that's
him.
what we thought too.
But see, this is our first marriage. Period.
Well, no, like I'm pretty sure, like you thought when you got married the first time, it was it.
Oh, I knew that bitch was crazy. I knew that bitch was crazy. I was
Sorry.
I was in love with her family. Well, yeah, with her family more than I was her. She's a cunt. Saying I was young.
Did you hear that? He thinks you're a cunt. if you're watching,
She knows she's a cunt. Don't worry.
I know she's watching. I hope she's not.
I hope she's watching.
Oh man, I'm gonna step away from that.
Oh wait, you don't have an opinion now?
Oh,
I'm gonna step away from that. That's one bomb I'm not gonna try to defuse.
yeah. He was like backpedaling
Yeah, backpedaling hard. But what you say? What, like just like
with a tiny
Bevan
paddle.
said. What you say on? What's your opinion on that? What Bevan said. What the vows mean
Death.
to you?
It means till death do us part.
Yeah.
I mean, he is my only one and only. And if something happened right now and he would be bound to a bed for the rest of his life, I'd stand right by
You
him.
better knock on some wood. Remember we were talking about omens and shit?
I said
don't even say it.
if something would
This is
happen.
how our relationship goes.
He's like, don't say it. You can speak,
Say
man.
shit
They
like
say you
that.
can speak
Knock
things.
on wood again.
You can speak things into
Don't ever
existence.
say anything about that
I'm not
again.
saying I don't want them to be in existence, but I'm saying with, things when we got married, he knew I was sick. I knew things about him,
Period. Yep.
and we chose to love one another unconditionally through it. So that's.
A lot of sex. A lot of
fucking
sex. Yeah.
That's-
It was great.
Would you shut up? It was great. Like it just stops.
Huh?
You said it was great. Like it stops. Or
Oh,
stopped.
Yeah, we definitely don't fuck as much as we used to.
Well,
But we were knocking the bottom out of it like 6, 7, 8 times a day.
It sounds like fun.
maybe
was.
you should stay off the front porch more and stay in the bedroom more.
Well, then I rub your feet or I have to play with your hair.
Hey, let's not make this. Let's not make this.
I'm not
What's
in the
your
bed.
You know
What's
what?
your opinion on
me,
the?
baby.
Trying to save it here. What's your opinion on the till death do us part thing?
Like you said, pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I mean, unless she's a cunt, and then you leave.
Like you did.
Exactly. Just like that.
Well, shit, man. Like what's some of the stuff you did, like to get to stay together or keep things alive? Like I've been doing some stuff recently. I've been I know it's gonna sound weird. I've been reading.
Shit, I didn't even know you knew how to read.
Hey, I can draw my name in.
Let's
write a
beat up.
picture.
I thought it was video on tape or book on tape or something.
Yeah, it is.
So you're not reading shit. You're
Yeah,
listening.
yeah. No, I listen to it at West Coast and I read it at home because I got the same book. I got 2 copies.
Apparently, Tony needs to read.
I do read. Well, I read a lot when I was in prison. So I just don't really read.
Why do you think you don't need to keep reading now that you're?
You never.
That's
I don't have
been-
time to read.
You never.
Yes, you do. Your ass sits on the
But I
porch
always
every
watch-
freaking night.
Yeah, I always watch I watch educational videos and stuff like that. I mean, I learn.
Porn is not educational.
Yeah, it is.
I don't watch porn on the front porch
Yes, it is.
Yes, you do.
sometimes, but not all the time.
He's outside watching porn.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just
That is an indoor activity. Porn's an indoor activity. Wait, anyway, I've been doing some reading, and let's get back. Doing some reading, and a lot of things changed my perspective. Like the perspective on, I think me and my uncle had a talk about this. The perspective on courtship. So, when you first meet somebody, like when you guys met almost 11 years ago, like every couple years, everybody changes and grows. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you got two choices: you either grow together or you grow apart.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So, it's like courtship never stops. That's not stopping at that's not saying just dating or this, that, and other. That's courtship never stops because you courted the person who when she was your girlfriend or to make her your girlfriend, and then later on life experiences and just life in general change, or things she learned change who she is. You have to recourt that new person.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's not the same. That's not the same girl. That's not the same woman. That's not the same mindset.
But you're not the same either.
Exactly.
Like-
so you got to recourt that new person, and vice versa.
Universal.
Yeah, and
like-
vice versa. It's like every couple years or even every day, it's a new person. You can learn something in one day that can change you almost overnight.
Like
your
when,
perspective on
like when
things.
you first meet, like you feel that person is all about you. Like it doesn't matter. You'll get a text in the middle of the day, just thinking about you, or, you know, or stupid little stuff.
She's about to tell us how we fell off.
Flowers. I mean, they die. Who cares about flowers? But, you know, every now and then, buy a freaking dollar rose at the store. Have it waiting.
You see
Like,
the eye contact I just got right there? That's that. I just saw
Like,
it from my
I mean-
peripheral. Look
just something, or not even that. Like, I got your favorite candy bar today, or I was thinking about you today. And it's like, because a woman, they're down doing everything. They're cooking, they're cleaning, they go to work, they come home, they take care of their man, and somebody's got to take care of her.
Facts. Oh damn. Whoa. I'm not doing that. I thought I was doing good.
You are, babe. I'm just
Thought I was
messing with
doing
you.
good.
I'm
Nah,
just sitting back watching you dig a fat hole, dude. You're like
And-
a damn
no,
backhoe right now.
no. He does.
I'm making a bunker. You leave me alone. I'm making a bunker right now.
He might not take. He might not give me that text once a day. I'm thinking about you, or favorite candy bar, or roses, or whatever. But he does take care of me. I cook, I clean, I go to work. I still come home, wash clothes, take care of him, and a cat. Batman.
Who would name their cat Batman?
Batman's
It
fucking
doesn't
awesome.
matter.
That's
Batman
why.
But
sucks.
I do my wifely duties. He does his hubby duties.
Okay.
Regardless if it's financial or if it's just regardless laying in the bed cuddling or playing Black Ops 4 together, killing people. It's just the
Yeah,
time
we
we'd rather die.
game together.
Nice. We
Like-
used to game together, but we haven't played Halo in a long time. We still play Halo.
I couldn't get into Halo. It was
Oh,
too
we love
spacey
Halo.
and
Yeah.
futuristic. I couldn't.
Well, we like the earlier ones. We don't like the newer ones.
Oh, okay.
Like
So you like the first
before
Xbox
the
one.
anniversary.
Gotcha. Fucking Master
We're old
Chief.
school.
Master
But you
Chief.
know what?
We like Sonic.
The true meaning.
You see the movie coming out?
No.
But you were saying, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, but the true meaning of a ride or die is me and him, and
Sweet.
you and Denise. I go to war for my husband, regardless, dude, female, whatever.
Even when it's unnecessary.
Like, calm down. There's a peace treaty being written up right now.
That bitch been looking at you all night. I ain't talked to her. I ain't looked at her.
It don't
That
matter.
bitch been looking at you
She's
all
looking
night.
at you.
Why ain't paying no attention? Why you mad at me?
Then they get mad at us when we go, who?
Yeah. And this is Tony this week.
Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez. Here we
Uh-oh.
go.
Now you in the dog
Now I
house.
dig you a hole.
Take me home.
He goes, my wife actually gives me more game than I think I've got. I'm like, what the fuck? What?
No.
Sorry.
No.
No,
What the
that's
hell?
true. That's true. I can explain that.
Yeah, I said.
can't explain
I said
it.
I wish I had the game my wife thinks I have.
Oh, okay.
Because every time we're out, it's like some chick will look at me. She'll be like, "Who the fuck's that bitch?" And we like, "My grandma." I mean,
Bull. You don't even have any family on this side of the world.
but that's not the point.
That was funny.
No.
I mean, that's what I said. It's just like
No, my problem
She thinks
is
that
the
I'm
little bitches at the bar.
my
That's-
bitch is at the bar. I don't go to the bar, honey.
Did I say your bitches? I said the
no,
bitches.
I thought you said
Apparently, yep, see, there we go. He's got bitches at the bar.
You said my bitch. I thought you said your bitch is at the bar.
I said the bitches at the bar.
I thought you said my bitches.
Shut up, Tony, you're
my
digging
bitch
a
is at the
hole.
bar.
Bevan's got something
I
great.
just misheard.
Go ahead, Bevins.
Bevan says, "Have you ladies heard of the 365-day challenge? You and your hubby have sex every day for a year. What are your thoughts? Would you do it? No nights off, even when Aunt Flo visits."
Does a blowjob count?
I don't know. You gotta ask Bevins.
Bevins, does a blowjob count?
She said sex.
Sex, not oral. I would,
Oral
regardless.
what? It's called oral sex, right?
I'm down.
I would do it even if the Mother Nature came in.
I'm
All you gotta do is put a
down.
towel down. It wouldn't be the first time we done it on the
No,
period.
no, I go in. I go in. Does it. I goes in. I do what I do.
Would you do it for a whole year,
A whole year.
once
And I
a day,
do it.
not
We've made
twice a
it.
day?
Can we do this today?
Once
Can
a
we
day.
start tomorrow?
We've made messes.
You already had your daily.
Bevins, to answer your question, no, I would not do it all day or every day because you got to let that thing shrink back so it would please him a little bit more.
It's
Kegels.
once a day.
Kegels.
Kegels works, but
It's black.
you just went out. But your feed actually went out.
Oh shit.
They they done kicked us off the air. We've been talking too much sex stuff.
I was like, wait a minute. Facebook's not made for that shit.
Facebook not?
No, Facebook's up, bro. I'm still up right now.
That means the screen just went black.
I'm about to see the camera's still going though.
Oh,
The camera's still going.
Yeah, go. The camera's still up.
I got my feed right there.
It might have been YouTube.
YouTube, no, not YouTube. YouTube's the best. No way.
we said Kegels and it went black.
I said Kegels. I was like, wait a minute. What are these guys talking about?
No, I would do it. She said once a day for 365 for 1 year, once a day. I'd do it once a day. No more than one time.
I'm a multi-stage kind of guy. I like to finish, relax a little. Let's go
Oh
again.
God.
Let's do it again.
There was
All
a
right.
dog under
The
us.
pup got you.
Yeah, it scared me.
Rebel said. Rebel said Kegels. Did you
Wait
say
a
treat?
minute. I'm gonna name a dog Kegels.
That'd be funny.
I would do
Kegels,
it.
come
She
here.
said once a day.
Oh, he came. Your name's not Kegels, Rebel. It's
I bet.
Rebel.
I bet he did come
Did you hear
after
him?
Kegels.
Did you hear him? He wants to speak. Rebel, you
But-
want to talk? Speak it out loud. Speak it, not sneeze it. Speak. Speak.
Alright,
Speak.
now we're back on
Are we good? We good?
Facebook, Yeah. I guess
Speak.
my feed just dropped or whatever.
It didn't stop, man. The
Well, I
Facebook.
didn't. I just what I was watching.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Rebel is wiping his rear.
Good.
He's
Well, you're
gonna-
not supposed to be in here. You're not supposed to interfere
If
with
it's
the
butt
podcast
itch, what are you
at all.
supposed to do?
He's an asshole.
He's our son.
He's a whole ass.
He's an
That's what I say. When I get
asshole,
called an
dude.
asshole, I call people a whole ass.
Whole
No.
ass.
So I have a topic.
Both cheeks
Woo.
and the hole.
What is your
Misty's
topic?
got a topic.
All right.
So when you're married for 10, 11, 12, 15, 50, whatever you many years,
Long time?
a long time, are you still supposed to wine and dine your wife?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most
marriage.
assuredly.
But is it
I'm
based?
just messing with you, baby.
Is it based upon the man to do everything?
Fast. Hard fast.
I don't think it should. To me, it takes.
You should get your man at least 3 guns a year.
Dude, I already did that. Shut the hell up. Quit selling them. We would talk. I would buy you more.
3 guns a year, at least.
He's already sold 2.
I tell my business. 3 guns a year. Give me some firepower. When it goes bang, I'm happy.
You got firepower.
Lots of firepower.
Got quite a little bit of firepower.
Your wife has got firepower.
Oh yeah. I believe she shoot pistols better than me, yeah. But we ain't gonna confirm that. I believe she do. Partially why I'm scared of.
You are not scared of me.
I can run, but I damn sure can't outrun that bullet, and she'll put it on me.
And it's not a small target.
Hell no! Be trying to zigzag that zigzag all slow. I'm zigzagging, but my center mass ain't moving really.
Like that. He moves.
Yeah. When I zigzag, are you gonna hit me on this side of my back or that side of my back?
I'm not trying to do fucking lunges, man.
Fucking terrible, man. Fucking terrible.
I would not shoot you.
I believe that.
Just in his kneecaps.
No, I wouldn't shoot him, period.
You see that lady get hit with a shovel?
No.
It was two teenagers, and they were fighting.
Oh, I saw that. It was on Facebook.
Oh.
They were fighting, and the one lady was like, "It's my house, bitch." And she walked up, and like, I guess she couldn't fight because her hands was up, but she was taking it all to the face. Pop, 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 pop. She was getting fucking lit up, and the girl just got like I'm hitting my hand on your hard ass head. She's like, "Well, come on, it's my house, bitch." And she's like, "Well, leave." And she couldn't get her to leave. She said, "You leave, I hit you with this shovel." So she was walking up to get the shovel, and the lady tried to run after her. Like, "No, hit the shovel." She picked the shovel up, and she hit it. It was like, ka-dink! It was fucking crazy.
That's an old Facebook video.
It was hilarious. That's one of the most hilarious things I've seen. I'll watch it every time somebody put it up. Every single time. Well, shit. What other topics we got? We can talk with you ladies. We did a recording thing. And what did you learn over the years? What do you do or do different or think different now than you did maybe 7 years ago, 8 years ago? Because there's no way you're the same person. Like,
Pretty much just let him make his own mistakes. And let him do him.
I don't need an example, but I need you to elaborate. No examples, just elaborate.
Like, whenever I foresee something is gonna go bad,
Right.
or be like, dude, I see it, but you don't see it, so you need to do this. And he's like, but then if I say to do it, he does the extreme opposite. So
What did I miss?
We're asking, like, what did we learn in a relationship now that we didn't know, like, maybe 8 years ago?
Choose your battles. Definitely choose your battles. Don't be so, all the time, because after a while they just start going, all right, or this just turned into a fight.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you got to go along with stuff that normally you'd be like, fuck that.
You learn to compromise.
Exactly. Like the reason why I haven't smoked a whole cigarette this whole podcast, because she does not like the smoke and can't handle the smoke, and it's probably not good for you guys that don't smoke. So that's why I'll put this out. When 8 years ago, I'd have been like, well, I'm fucking smoking cigarettes. You're just gonna have to put up with it.
Oh,
You see what I'm saying?
But
right.
after he's had to take me to a doctor and sit there in the waiting room because I
Yeah.
have an infection because of smoke, and he's like, oh, well, it actually affects her.
Yeah.
So he changes.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like, I love this
I don't-
person.
no,
I don't
let's
want to
get
hurt
to-
this person.
Let's just get this clear, though. Her dad smoked her whole life, and I'm not necessarily
It
the
went
reason
black.
she had to go to the doctor.
Okay.
No, like, I was sick.
That's why we don't do personal.
No, I was sick every month.
Dude, we're doing Battle of the Sexes, and we're talking about
It's not supposed to be personal stuff.
No.
We're talking about
I was sick every month, and we couldn't, Tony, we couldn't figure out. You just ran over his face.
Well, he shouldn't be down here.
Like,
I told
poor
put
kid.
him up. He's like, he'll be fine. He won't get in the way. Well,
Have kids. No, have dogs run over their face.
Yeah.
They'll be fine.
dogs, you can kick them. They get loud. You
Tony!
Shut up.
It's good.
God,
3 points.
you're so rude.
After a few times of that, they stop barking when you tell them to shut up. There we go. Anyway, now we're back.
I'm so glad Aunt Becky is not listening to this.
All right, tell me what you learned over, let's say, 8 years ago that you think and do different now than what you did 8 years ago. Like maybe.
Can't be one-sided.
Elaborate
Like,
with no examples.
Yeah, because we're not talking about personal stuff. It
Nah,
makes absolutely no sense.
like, like if I was to be able to go do something, I'm not going into detail.
All right.
Like if I was going to do something, and say a couple days later he wanted to do the same thing, then
You
he-
can't
it
tell
should-
him that he can't do it.
no,
you
because
can
he
do
let
it.
me do it.
Double standard.
It can't be
double standard.
it can't be one sided double standard. When we first got together, I was big on that. It should be me doing whatever I wanted to do, but when it was him to do it, hell no. I always started the argument and everything for his ass to stay home. Now I call, hey, you care if I go do whatever? He'd be like, nah. If he wants to go do something, he'll be like, hey babe, I'm gonna go do this, or, he don't ask, I ask, because to me it's a respect thing.
We grown. We ain't gotta ask for
But no,
permission.
we
I'm
don't
grown
have to-
American.
No, but
No,
you
it's a respect.
your
It's a
I know what you
respect
mean, but
thing.
that's just my
I mean, you
mindset.
do the
That's
respect.
my
It's
brain.
more of a I'm
It's a
I'm
courtesy.
You're
letting you know
considerate.
what I'm doing,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
opposed to just being gone all night. No,
No,
phone call,
me,
nothing
when I
like
call
that,
him,
you know.
I'll be like, babe, you care if I go to the bar?
And I always tell you, you don't gotta ask permission for nothing.
Yeah, go ahead. I
But
don't
it
care.
also, if you look at it, you're also covering your ass so nobody can say, well, this person, she was over here with this person or that person. You stop the rumors, all that
That's
shit.
trust. Don't worry about it. I don't worry about that.
Yeah.
That's
But
a trust aspect.
it's-
I trust.
But when we first got together, I was a bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I was a bitch. I wouldn't let him do shit. I don't care if it was family, friends, whatever. Nope, ain't gonna do
I
it.
get mad and just do it anyway.
No,
And
you
then
stay
what-
home because I would pitch a hissy fit. I would start a fight and your ass would stay home.
Yeah, most of the time if I really wanted to go, I just went though.
Yeah, but there was always war when he
Yeah.
got home. But now,
But
I
y'all,
make sure it's okay that I
y'all
do
worked
things.
on that
Yes.
because y'all have gotten a lot better just in the what,
Yeah,
5
we've known
months?
each other for fuck. How long have we known each other?
I don't know.
2 years.
2
3
years.
years.
2 years.
Something.
But I've matured a lot in the 10 years that I've been with my husband. He has grown me. He might not take credit for it, but he has grown me to the
Take
woman.
credit for everything. Hell yeah, I did. Didn't know shit till I told you that.
Nah, he has he
Tell
has,
me you finally got out of the rock, put some shoes on your feet.
Oh man.
but no, he has grown me into
I'm
the
gonna pay for
woman.
this when I get home.
Yes, you are.
Nah, he's actually grown me into the woman that I am today. He makes me realize things, and he's one of the reasons why our marriage has stuck together. Besides my part, but anytime we've had any problems or whatever, that's why he reads the books. He'll take what he learns from books and puts it into our marriage to make it stronger. I mean, we're stronger than ever that we've ever
Yeah.
been, and we're even happier than ever that we've been.
Thank you, Karma Sutra.
And they ain't even Karma Sutra.
I got a conversation. But I got it for Christmas actually. Thanks, Adam.
But no, literally, seriously.
That's cool. That's awesome.
But I believe what I learned was I still don't know how to be emotional or
That's right.
I really don't
Or
know how
get
to,
emotional?
yeah like I'm one of those guys who I'm like my old man. So if we either happy or we mad, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so that's all I seen. So that's kind of all I know.
I think that comes with having maybe children or
No, he just has an emotional wife.
Yeah, she's Superman. I call her Misty Boo-hoo. Like
yeah, but you're emotional about things that you don't you only allow her to see, right? You don't let other people see it.
He doesn't.
Right,
He
right.
doesn't get emotional unless there's something dramatic happen in his life or death in the family or whatever. I've
Yeah.
only seen this whole 10 years. I've only seen this man cry. Well, it was 2 days, but just I could see him cry. That was it.
yeah,
Yeah, men don't cry.
I'm not an emotional
He's not.
type
But
of
let
dude.
me tell you something. Now he is a good cuddler and a good comforter. And like if I'm
I'm a fucking
depressed
teddy bear. We're just
or if I'm
a
depressed
giant-sized
or real
teddy bear.
emotional, all I gotta do is go get in his arms.
That's another
And
thing
it's a
I
wrap.
learned was empathy. is and how to express it. You know what I mean? Like if somebody tell me something, or my wife tells me something, or even in general, is anybody tell me something, I've learned to take in what they told me, and either like a mirror thing, or it's like you have the appropriate reaction or appropriate feeling for what they're telling you. They tell you something like, "Man, that was fucked up." You gotta let yourself feel what they feeling and be like, "Yeah, that was fucked up," and I can see why that person mad. And when you communicate in that way, they're like, "Yeah, this guy fucking gets me." Cause you gotta allow that to happen. And I learned that with her when things that I would consider, well, that's insignificant. That's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Just because it's not a big deal to me, don't mean it's not a big deal to her. And it's wrong of me to play it off as not a big deal, or you should calm down because it's not that big of a deal. It's just not to me. But if it's a big deal to you, and I'm supposed to be your husband, I'm supposed to be your moral support and your backup and everything, your partner, then if you mad, then we mad.
We mad together.
Yeah, if you mad, we mad. Fuck it.
Well,
You don't want.
That's to a certain extent, though.
Yeah, of course to a certain extent.
If you went
instead
off,
of reasonable extent of reason.
I was like, wait a minute, because if I'm being dumb, I don't want her to be dumb with me, and we're just dumb.
Let's
You
jump
know what
over
I mean?
a
I want her to
railroad
be
track.
like, look, dude, you're being dumb.
If you're like jokingly done,
Why are you? No, I'm talking like if I'm doing, like I was drinking a lot.
right?
And I was buying, and I'm going to talk about my personal stuff because I really don't care. I was buying a half a gallon of Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, Evan Williams, 100 proof every 4 to 5
And
days.
denying being alcoholic.
Yeah.
Well, but see, I never drank during the day. I don't wake up and drink. When I got off work, I drank, and then I went to bed. But I was drinking a lot.
Right.
And it was just like, I had to slow down.
Close this door. It's hot.
Okay. I was opening up so I can air out in here a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Just give me a few minutes, and I'll shut it.
Got it.
And so I had to back off, and she's the one that said, "You're drinking way too much." And I mean, I stopped absolutely drinking during the week for 2 weeks, and then last week I had a couple beers here and there. But it wasn't because normally when I drink beer, when I would drink beer, I'd drink 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 beers.
Good Lord,
And
a whole
then go
pack.
to-
That's a whole
Well,
pack.
dude, I've been drinking since I was literally 21.
You
know what I
drank
mean?
10 yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
That was
Drink
a
lot.
Friday. It was the
And-
beginning of the
but
weekend.
It was
no,
a Friday, but
like-
Told
no,
me.
but I said to her,
It's
I actually-
embarrassing. I mean, it embarrasses me, and I'm sorry.
Well, how is it embarrassing to you?
Because it's almost like you can't hold your tongue, you can't hold nothing. It's like
Yeah. Alcohol actually backs up, like, just
you don't care.
erases inhibitions. It doesn't. Anything that you would do, like normally,
You don't really have a filter, I guess, when you drink a lot.
So?
When I get drunk, I don't have a filter.
So what?
Yeah, you don't have a
cares?
filter either.
Well, I mean, when I get drunk at the bar, I don't have a filter. Every
but-
female I see is a bitch this, bitch that.
Yep.
everybody's a bitch to you. Like,
But my whole point is, I'm not making it.
like, yeah, that was your whole point. Go ahead.
You shouldn't have to have a filter. I think people in this world, that's what's wrong with the United States, is people have way too many filters. And filters put on them saying the stuff that they can't say or can't do. You can't do this because it offends people. You can't say this because it offends people.
I disagree with that's a problem with the United States.
I
Yeah.
think it's a big problem. Social justice warriors, you can
No.
kiss my ass.
I hear what you're saying, and I do agree with that.
And that's what
that
I mean.
aspect.
I'm not talking about racism or
No, no,
anything
no.
like that. I'm
But-
talking about the stupid stuff. PC. Oh, you're offending me.
I tell you what,
with
I
your
believe
microaggression. What the fuck is a microaggression?
The underlying problem is right now with the United States. I'm gonna ask you ladies' opinion on it. The underlying problem, I believe, in the United States is the sections of us versus them. It's like you're either Democrat or you're either Republican. And if you're a Republican, you automatically don't like nothing the Democrat's saying. If you're a Democrat, you
Okay,
automatically.
that has absolutely nothing
It
to do
does.
with what I was talking about.
Yeah, I said, but I said
I was
disagree
talking
with
about
that.
filters and being drunk. And when you're drunk, you can
You
say.
talking about what's wrong with the United States? And I was like,
I said no.
That's what
I
think.
think a lot of the things that are wrong with the United States are all the filters that are being imposed on people unwillingly.
Yeah. Freedom of speech is
That's Yeah, freedom of speech is dead. You can't say what you want anymore.
Shit, I mean, I'll be damned. I can say what I want. You just can't.
But you can't.
No, but
I mean,
actually,
everybody's
actually you
pussified.
can.
Nobody can take a joke.
Actually,
People
you can,
run their
though.
damn mouths because nobody. It's not
can, I
socially
disagree.
correct to blast somebody in the
doesn't matter
mouth anymore.
It doesn't matter. It like listen.
What are you talking about? It doesn't matter.
I'm about to tell you.
Absolutely
Listen,
matters.
if you listen, I'll tell you. Listen, it doesn't matter because the way it goes with anything, if you say anything, you can say what you want. You just got to be willing to deal with the consequences.
Exactly.
Exactly. That don't mean you're not
But
able.
there's no consequences anymore.
It is consequences.
No. If there's no consequences,
Definitely consequences.
Say you had a problem with me twirling my cigarette pack like that, saying
Right.
it was microaggression. Okay? I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm not doing anything. I'm not harming you. All
Right.
this is doing just really annoying you. But in today's society, you could put a post saying I wouldn't stop twirling my pack, and then a bunch of people would come after me for twirling my pack.
That's a consequence. You do what you want,
But that's
with-
dumb. You're forcing
I
this
didn't
on
say it
me,
was
and
right.
I'm not hurting you. I'm
said,
not doing anything
I agree.
to you.
I agree. But you
But
do
I
what-
can't
you-
blast you in the face for telling all these people.
Yeah, you can.
But no, it's not socially correct anymore.
Who
to do
cares
that
if it's
shit.
socially correct? You do what you
I'm
want.
talking
You
about the
say
United
what you
States.
want.
Exactly. So what does it matter if I drink too many beers and say whatever I want?
Exactly.
That was the point.
But you do what you want, but you just gotta be able to deal with the consequences. The consequences is she doesn't like it, and you're gonna get into it with your wife. If you're willing to deal with that, by all means, drink. That's a consequence. Consequences are always physical. Consequences are always surface. Consequences can be underlined.
Okay.
Consequential in different ways. So you can. So it's still freedom to do and say what you want. You just gotta be willing to deal with the consequences. Ladies, ideas. Can you say what you want? Are we free to do what we want to say? Do and say what we want?
Apparently not.
Or can you deal with the consequences?
Apparently, I can't. Because
What you think?
Are you talking about like with our marriage?
No. Just in general.
Oh.
In general, do you feel like that people got the freedom to do and say what they want? Period. Or
I think you should have a filter. I mean, I don't think you should just run up to somebody and say, "Oh, I like your titties," or, come on. Like you
I
have.
say if you want to,
You have
but
to be respectful of people. It's
feel
all
what you're
about
saying.
respect.
I feel what you're saying. But if you're just a disrespectful ass dude and you're just like, hey, I like your titties, I mean,
Right.
by all means, you have the right to say that. But you
Suffer the consequences if that
exactly.
bitch knocks you in your teeth.
Exactly. But before you decide to walk up and say that you like her titties, you must consider, okay, she probably gonna smack me in my mouth right now after I say this. But
Right.
if you're willing to deal with those consequences, by all means, exercise your freedom of speech.
But
Right.
you,
Exercise your right to talk to somebody
But
and
you-
say what you want.
but to me, you have to know when to use your filter and when not to use your filter.
That's
You need to think before you speak because
But-
what you come out your mouth
Right.
might offend somebody.
But that is a decision. If you decide not to use that filter, you have the right to do so.
But
Right.
I'm a firm believer, and you can say, I don't have to agree with what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it.
Right, but what I'm saying with anybody, if they're drinking too much, they do not care about your feelings. They do not care about nobody else. All they care about, their friendship is that beer or liquor, whatever they're drinking.
Facts. Okay. But I'm saying, like, you can say what you want, though. You have the right to be like that and say what you want, but you just got to deal with the consequences. Whether the consequences is you say something wrong to somebody and they pop you in the mouth, or you say something wrong, or somebody else feels some kind of way, and then you got to go home and deal with the consequences. Like, as long as you're willing to deal with the
I
consequences,
think people should
you can
just
say what
accept
you want.
people for who they are, what they do, and how they do it, and just accept people for who they are. There
Yeah.
shouldn't be any consequences unless you're
Nah,
out
I
murdering
disagree.
something. Let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
Unless you're out murdering somebody or doing something that's physically harming other people or emotionally battering other people,
Right.
you shouldn't care what anybody else is doing. Don't care. Don't worry about it. There's too much. It brings too much stress to your plate. If you have hate or you disagree with somebody, that's taking stuff from you. and putting it in their power. You're giving them your power because you're mad. You're getting frustrated and getting mad and all that stuff. And because of something that they're doing that has nothing to do with you.
Right.
And so who are you? I mean, everybody can have their own opinion. I get it. But there's a difference between having an opinion and acting on an opinion that has nothing to do with you. Trying to bring somebody else down for the choices that they make when it has nothing to do or doesn't harm you in any way. It's just you disagree with it.
Yeah, but I don't think nothing at all, no action at all, whether it be verbal, physical, or otherwise, no action at all is inconsequential.
Well,
everything
you have positive consequences.
Exactly.
I mean, you have negative consequences.
everything has a consequence. So the idea of an action not having a consequence or shouldn't have a consequence, that's absurd.
Well, it can't. For every action, there's a reaction.
Exactly, and the reaction is the consequence.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
But if whatever the actions you're doing or whatever, if it starts to affect your marriage, then the other person should say, "Hey, this is what you're doing," or this is, and y'all should take it. Then you should sit down and say, "Hey, I need to fix this if I want my marriage."
Exactly. Stop being a dummy.
Yeah, but that's part of the consequence. If you don't take those steps, the consequences is you could have something bad happen with your relationship and so forth and so on.
Or you could lose your other half. Period. Point blank.
Exactly. But if you do have the common sense to put it in action, then the consequence would be you'll save it. A consequence is not always bad.
But sometimes when it comes to marriages with when the wives get on the husbands and they don't realize like the shit they're doing, and I'm not just saying about you in general. I'm just saying like if they're doing shit.
You're looking right at me.
I'm looking. I'm just looking. But see what y'all fail to realize, we wives, we like to protect our husbands if we think they're getting into something too much or whatever, or they think is eventually gonna harm them or could hurt them. It's like the mother instincts kicked in, even though you're not the kid. It's like y'all the husbands, but y'all are our kids because we are here to protect y'all.
Yeah, but for like Denise said, and I'm gonna wait for her to come back in here. The flat say it's embarrassing. It's like, how is it embarrassing? I was having a good time. It seemed like everybody else was having a good time.
Hey, I got experience with somebody saying they had a good time with.
I mean, it seemed like everything was fine. There was hugs and laughs and everything on the way out.
Let me tell you a story about Brian.
Let
me tell you a story about Brian.
To say
please.
That's embarrassing.
But don't get wrong because
that's kind of like a low blow. It's like you're embarrassing me. It's like, well.
It's okay, Tony.
I gotta wait for her to come back in here.
It's okay because I get drunk and my husband sometimes tells me I'm embarrassing him or he'll cut me off.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, okay, you know my limit.
They be trying to give her a drink. I'm like, I'm not buying that. If you give it to her, you giving it to her because I ain't paying for it.
He knows me.
Definitely not buying that. But the whole point of it was I lightened up on my drinking. I drank a lot of too much beer. And the thing is, I drank 10 beers last night, right? Mm-hmm. Hungover like fuck. Normally, before I lightened up on my drinking, I'd drink 10 beers and go to bed. And wake up and go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Damn.
And have no problem. I guess me backing off is actually working because I'm kind of starting to realize what a hangover is again. And
consequences.
The consequences of me drinking too much. Trust me, I didn't feel good when I woke up this morning.
I experienced my first hangover with this one right here.
Oh my gosh, she went to the hospital.
Shut up.
Listen. Why did you go to the hospital?
I told you not to give me Henny and Goose together, but you don't want to listen.
Oh, man, I was tripping.
Where's the
She might be done.
Huh?
I think she might be done.
Message her and see what's going on.
I'm going to go find it. You guys talk.
But I'm going to tell you, you was there when Brian came in real lit up.
We lived at that house.
Yeah, he came in. He said, is everybody so live?
Oh, he jumped on. He laid on the bed.
Why is everybody so live? And he said he had to evaluate the scene. He said, I looked over. I was like, man, everybody's live. And so everything's going crazy in here. He looked over. I was laying down playing a video game. I think his girlfriend at the time was reading a book.
No, she was in the bedroom.
She's in the
standing-
bedroom.
standing right beside
my
me.
wife was reading a book. Somebody was reading a book.
I think it was me.
My wife was reading a book. Like, there was no live going on at all. But he swore up and down like it was crazy live. And he was like, well, I'm drunk. I need to calm down. He went to bed afterwards. But the fact that he was yelling it was live is hilarious.
Where's she at?
Oh, she had to let the dogs out. They were scratching. They
Oh,
wanted to
okay.
tear up the house
You
or
about to have
shit
some pee.
everywhere.
You about to have some pee on your floor. It sound like.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brian came in. He said, "Man, it's live in here. It's live." He came in. He was lit up. He was drunk as hell. Man, it's so live. He said he had to evaluate the scene. He looked. I was playing a game. She was reading the book. His girlfriend at
phone's
the time.
vibrating.
That's all right. His girlfriend at the time was in the bedroom, so nothing was happening. But he was so drunk that he thought it was live. Like
Oh.
On one.
crazy.
You might want to go take it and see, make sure everything's okay. Second time he's
Well, shoot, man, we mid cash. I'm gonna take it later. I don't answer the phone in the cash. We know this.
Yeah.
I tell people that all the time. I'm not gonna answer your phone call in the
Look
cash.
here, buddy. I called during the podcast. You better answer my phone. It
I
might
ain't-
be emergencies.
I ain't. You better leave me a message on the.
Hey, no harm in the podcast studio.
I didn't.
Beat me up. Beat me up in the podcast studio.
Stuff getting thrown, getting hit
Dang.
upside the head with water
Getting
bottles
beat
and
up on
shit.
the head. Y'all see this spouse abuse on camera?
And everybody's laughing. I'm thinking, seeing the laughy face.
I'm the one who got bruises.
That's from good sex.
I got bruises. I get beat. I get beat.
Yeah, about beat them cheeks. Yeah, that's right.
And to keep my mouth shut, he buys me things.
I does. I do. That's a brand new shirt.
And shoes.
Nice.
Brand new shirt. All right, so y'all about ready to wrap it up?
Yeah. I'm
All right,
getting
check it out.
hungry.
Thank you, Tumblers. You guys have a great night.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by CCS Motorsports for your on-road and off-road needs.
Did a great job.
You can dream it.
See ya.
You can build it.
You forgot the whole damn thing. Oh,
I'm about to call him back right now.
I can hear.